All right, you can either bring your hands to your knees, you can go palms face down, you can turn the palms up, whatever feels better here as we begin. Let the eyes close. As you start to settle into your seat, just bring awareness to the breath. Try softening the space between the eyebrows. And just letting yourself detach from everything off the mat, bringing your awareness to being on the mat. Taking slower, deeper inhales, then slower, deeper exhales. Start to fire up the Ujjayi breath. Really filling the lungs, filling up the diaphragm, feel the belly expand. Really letting the breath move as best it can through the body. Let's give it 3 more deep breaths right here. And start to slowly open up the eyes, coming off of your heels or coming off of your seat, coming onto your hands and knees. And you can either tuck or untuck the toes, whatever feels better here on the knees. Spread the fingers wide, lining up the hands underneath the shoulders. On an inhale, start arching the spine, letting the eyes look up, coming into cow pose. On the exhale, round it down. Right, pressing away from the mat, breathing into the shoulder blades, inhaling, arching the spine. You can even close the eyes if you like as you continue here. Exhaling, round it down, right? Closing the eyes just if you want to tune in a little bit more. Inhaling, exhaling. Let's take a few more deep breaths. Then coming back to a neutral spine. Lower your forearms onto the mat. So bending at the elbows, spread the fingers wide, coming into a forearm plank, extending the right leg back, extending the left leg back, and just be here for a couple of deep breaths. And if you need to come out of it earlier, you can always just lower the knees. You can take a little child's pose because we're going to end up there anyway, giving ourselves a little bit of a breather. But just, it's a really good way to generate heat without moving the body a whole lot, right? Just focusing on the breath. Try to keep the shoulders softening away from the ears. Keep pressing through the hands, all 10 fingers. Let's take one more breath. Then then lower your knees down, take a child's pose. So we're all meeting here. Separate the knees a little, toes together, hips to heels. You can reach the arms forward or relax the arms back. Let's take one more deep breath. And coming up onto your hands and knees, start tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back into your first down dog of the day. And of course, you're welcome to walk out the feet a little bit in your first down dog, bending the right knee, bending the left as you stretch everything out, wake everything up. Still staying connected to the breath. You're either walking or hopping the feet up to the front of the mat, folding over the legs with the feet slightly separated. Keep a slight bend in the knees, or a deep bend if you choose, actually. Interlace all 10 fingers behind the back. Let the arms reach up toward the sky, dropping the head down. And of course, please feel free to modify as you see fit this afternoon. Letting the arms relax down toward the mat. Begin rolling up slowly to stand. Take your time as you uncurl all the way up. Chest up, shoulders back, palms slightly forward in Tadasana mountain pose. Good. Standing tall through the crown of the head. Big inhale. Circle the arms around and up overhead. Exhaling, dive over the legs. On your inhale, lift up the chest halfway. Exhaling, step the left leg back in a low lunge. You're welcome to lower the back knee or keep it lifted. Take a twist here. Lift the right arm up. Making sure the right heel stays on the mat, the right knee pointing forward. Reach high, give it one more inhale. Exhaling, lower the right hand, down dog, step the right leg back. Good, then coming forward into your plank pose, drop the forearms onto the mat. That's right, we're coming back to a forearm plank. Let the heels press back, crown of the head forward, draw the belly up and in. Let's give it one more breath. Then you can lower the knees, bring your hands back to the mat. Let's just go right back to downward facing dog. And then a little bend in the knees, looking forward. Walk or hop the feet up to the front of the mat. Lift up the chest on the inhale, maybe palms to shins. Exhaling, round down, folding over the legs. Big inhale, sweep the arms around and up as you rise up. Look up at your thumbs. Exhaling, dive over the legs. Big inhale, lifting up the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, the right leg back in low lunge. Again, modify if you choose. Lift the left arm, taking your twist, reaching up. Keep the breath moving. One more inhale. Exhaling, lower the left hand, down dog, step the left leg back. Big inhale, take it forward, lower your elbows, come into forearm plank, shoulders back. All right, really engaging the thighs so the knees kind of lift up a little bit, or the backs of the knees lift up toward the sky. Take one more deep breath in. On the exhale, lower the knees, bring your hands back to the mat, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. And a little bend in the knees, look forward. Step or hop the feet up to the front of the mat. Lift up the chest on the inhale. Exhaling, round down, fold over the legs. Big inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Tadasana mountain pose. Return the arms down by your side, stepping your feet together all the way, toes and heels touch. Start to bend the knees all the way so your fingertips reach toward the mat. Keep the tailbone sinking down. Then just the arms lifting up, come into Utkatasana, chair pose. Maybe let the eyes look up between the hands. Give it one more inhale. Keep sitting deep. Exhale, dive over the legs, chest up on the inhale. Exhale to plank, or you can jump it to chaturanga, lowering down. Inhale to the back bend. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up the right leg. Exhale, warrior one, step the right foot through. Inhale the arms up as the back heel spins down. Lifting up out of the waist, keep pressing down through the legs, the tailbone lengthening down. Give it one more deep breath in. On the exhale, lower your hands, step to plank, right foot back, lower to chaturanga. You can always skip these if you need to. Then we'll just meet in our downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, warrior one. Step the foot through, right heel down. Inhale, lift the arms. Yeah, fingertips high, shoulders moving down away from the ears. Bend the left knee half an inch deeper if you can. Give it one more deep breath in. Exhale, lower the hands, plank pose, stepping back, and either moving through the flow or just taking it straight back to your downward facing dog. And we're here for 3 deep breaths. Feel free to rest in a little child's pose. Then from your down dog, little bend in the knees, look forward, step or hop the feet up to the front of the mat. Chest up on the inhale. Exhale, round down, bringing the feet all the way back together, toes, heels touch. Bend the knees, sit deep, fingertips toward the mat, arms high, Utkatasana, palms to prayer at the heart. Twist to the right side, bring your left elbow outside the right knee. Looking over the right shoulder, let the breath move one more time. On the inhale, come to center, dive over the legs as you exhale, stepping your left leg back. In a low lunge, take the twist, lift the right arm up. Lower the right hand to the mat, warrior one, back heel pivots down, float the arms up. Then take your left arm, wrap it under the right, coming into eagle arm. So you're wrapping elbows and wrists. If you're modifying here, it's just hands to opposite shoulders. Take an inhale, lifting up the elbows, keep the right knee bending. Exhale, round it down. Soften the head down. Let's hold here for one more breath. Then pressing through the legs, come all the way back up, sweep the arms overhead, open up the arms, warrior two, reach out to the side, both arms evenly parallel to the floor, so making sure the back arm doesn't sink down, look over the right middle finger. Let's reverse the warrior, sweep the right arm over, making sure the right knee still pointing forward. Let's add on a half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Reach the right hand in front of the little toe side of the right foot. If you have a block, you can slide that under your hand. Float the left leg up nice and easy off the mat. All right, so lifting up and away. Strong standing right leg. Lift the left arm up. Keep the left toes pointing toward the back edge of your mat. Right, that back wall behind you. Then when you can, if you can, turn your head to the left. Maybe looking up at your left fingertips. Give it one more breath. Let's take a little standing split pose. Lower the left hand and try to soften your forehead over the front leg, right toward the right knee or maybe the shin. Try keeping the left leg lifting. Give it one more deep breath in. Step into a low lunge as you exhale. Touch the left toes back on the mat. Nice and easy. Lower the back knee on the mat. And again, if you have blocks, you can use them here if you need them. Under the hands, start to straighten the right leg. Come into a little half split pose. Draw the right toes back. Draw the right hip back a little bit. One more breath. Let's rebend the right knee. You can let go of the blocks if you're using them. Step forward to the front of the mat. Drop the head down as you round. Heel toe the feet all the way back together. Bending the knees all the way so the fingertips reach toward the mat. Keep the tailbone down, arms high. Utkatasana. Palms to prayer at the heart. We're twisting to the left. Bring the right elbow outside the left knee. Keep the chest lifting up, thumbs at the heart center. One more breath. Let's return to the middle on the inhale. Dive over the legs as you exhale, stepping the right leg back in a low lunge. Take the twist, lifting up the left arm. Looking past fingertips, lower the left hand to the mat. Warrior one, turn the right heel, 45-degree angle, arms up. Reach up, then take the right arm, wrap it under the left, elbows and wrists, or modifying hands to shoulders. Big inhale. Exhaling, curl it in, round it down. Soften the head down and hold for one more breath. Press down, inhale all the way back up. Warrior one, arms high. Warrior two, reach out. Tailbone down, chest up, arms are strong. Looking over the left middle finger. Let's reverse the warrior, flip the left palm, lift up the left arm, lengthening the tailbone down. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, left hand in front of the left foot. Grab a block if you like, or skip it. Right leg up off the mat. The right toes point toward the back edge of the mat, the back wall of the room, the right arm high. Strong standing left leg when you can. Turn your head to the right. Try looking up at your right fingertips. One more breath. Step back. Don't step back. The right leg is lifting. We're taking a standing split pose. The right hand lowers toward the mat. You can drop the right hip a little bit if you like. Let your forehead soften toward the left shin or the left knee. Take one more inhale, the right leg still lifting high. Now stepping back, low lunge, bring your right toes back on the mat. Lower the right knee, half split pose, straighten the left leg, using blocks if you need to. Draw the left hip back, breathing nice and deep through the stretch in the left hamstring. One more breath. Let's rebend the left knee. You can let go of the blocks if you're using them. Step forward to the front of the mat, fold over the legs. Separating feet hip width distance, little bend in the knees, hands to opposite elbows. And actually, if you want to deepen the bend in the knees, feel free to do that. If it feels good, maybe nod the head or shake the head, yes, no. Sway a little side to side. And switch the hands so the opposite hand is on top. And let the arms relax toward the mat. Slowly begin rolling up to stand. Take your time as you uncurl all the way up. Chest up, shoulders back. Let's do a little tree pose before coming back down to the mat. You can either bring your hands to the waist or palms together at the heart, whatever is easier to set yourself up with, right? Shifting your weight first to the left leg, turn the right toes out to the side. You can either keep the toes down if you prefer the stability, or you can step the foot inside the left shin, or avoiding the knee, slide the foot up to the inner left thigh. Tailbone down, palms to prayer at the heart. Keep looking past the end of the nose, then inhale the arms up, separate the hands. Yeah, just giving yourself enough flexibility to be able to move with the breath, move with the body a little bit. If you want to even challenge yourself and just kind of float the arms a little back and forth for funsies. One more breath. Let's bring both palms together again at the heart. Lower the right foot toward the mat. Let's go the other way. Shift your weight, turn the left toes out. You can keep the foot down. You can step the foot into the right, inside right shin, or hold the foot, bring it to the thigh. Palms together then at the heart. Chest up, shoulders back, tailbone down. Inhaling the arms high, separate the hands. Just gazing softly past the nose, one fixed point. And if you tried it on the first side, live a little adventurously and maybe sweep the arms side to side. Give yourself a little bit of movement. Let's not be so rigid. Let's give it one more breath. Yeah, nice. Good. Then coming to center, palms back together again at the heart. Lower down the left leg. Arms by your side. Big inhale. Circle the arms around and up. Exhaling, dive over the legs. Big inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to plank. You're either going straight to your down dog. If you want a chaturanga up dog, you can. And taking it back to your down dog, we'll meet here. Let's lift up the right leg. Put a bend in the right knee so the hip rolls open. Relax the head down. Getting a nice stretch through the left leg, the calf muscle, the hamstrings, and let's give it one more breath right here. Maybe roll at the right ankle joint if you like. Then start to drop the right hip a little bit. Bring your right knee to your left elbow. Cross it over. And you can hold here and pause, or come into fallen triangle pose. Step the right foot all the way through. With the right hand down, lift the left arm up. And if you're modifying here, you can just bring the right hip down on the mat, right? Almost like a modified side plank. Well, it's more of a side plank if the hip is up, but you get what I'm saying, I think. Lift up, one more inhale. On the exhale, lower the left hand, bring the right leg up and back again, this time coming into pigeon pose. Slide the right knee through, left leg back, sit tall. Right, if you're okay here and the hips are nice and level, you can hold it here. You can use props under the right hip or thigh, block blanket. Then walk the hands out, forehead down, maybe a block or blanket under the forehead. And please modify here if this is not okay for you, right? You're gonna turn around on your back, do a reverse figure 4 with the right ankle above the left knee as you hug it in. And as you start to release it out, walk the hands in, lift the head, the chest up. And if you do have any props under the right hip or thigh, just move them out to the side, roll to the outer right hip, bring the left leg around so you're coming into Janu Shirshasana. Your left leg is straight, the right foot presses against the inner left thigh. Sit tall, hips are facing the front edge of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhaling, come forward and grab the left foot. Use a strap if you need, towel, blanket, any kind of prop if that's going to help get you there. You can put a little soft bend in the left knee if that also feels appropriate for the hamstring, the lower back. Let's take one more deep breath. Then on the inhale, we're lifting the chest. Exhaling, let go of the foot. Let's bend up at the knees, cross at the ankles, come forward as we transition out, meeting in down dog. So you can either go straight back, right? Shake it off. If you want to continue with a little plank chaturanga, that's optional as well. Let's meet in downward facing dog. We're going the other way. We're lifting the left leg, putting a deep bend in the knee so the hip rolls open. Head down, maybe peek under the right arm here. You can roll at the left ankle joint if you like. Point flex if that feels good. Let's start to drop the left hip a little bit so the hips level out. Bring your left knee to your right elbow, and you're either holding here, a little core strengthening, or step the left foot all the way through. Roll to the edge of the left, roll to the left hand. Lift the right arm up, fallen triangle pose, or lower the left hip all the way on the mat to modify. Give it one more inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand, left leg up and back, down dog split. Let's pigeon, bring the left knee through, right leg back, sit tall, level the hips, prop yourself if you need, walk the hands out, forehead down, deep breaths. Let's give it one more breath. And as you start releasing, walk the hands in, lift the head, the chest up, removing any props you might have under the left leg. Bring the right leg around, keep the left knee bending, and slide the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Right leg straight. You can always put a little bend in the right knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach forward and grab the right foot, shoulders back. Soften the shoulders. Keep the breath moving. Let's give it one more breath. And inhaling, lift the chest. Exhaling, letting go of the right foot, bending up at the knees. This time, let's lower all the way onto the back. You can hug the knees in toward the chest if it feels good. Rock a little side to side. Happy baby pose if that is agreeable for the hips and the back. Good. Let's bring the right knee in toward the chest, extending out your left leg on the mat. Hold on to the right knee with your left hand. Take a twist to the left. Drop the right arm out and turn your head to the right. Give it one more breath. Come back to center, letting go of the right leg, bring the left knee in, extending out the right leg on the mat. Hold on to the left knee with the right hand, go the other way. You're twisting to the right, drop the left arm out and turn your head. Give it one more breath. And coming back to center, Good. Bring your feet to the mat. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop out. Using any blankets, blocks, any props you need underneath the knees or the hips to give the hips a little more support if they need it. Rest the hands and the arms where it's comfortable. I like to keep my hands on the belly so I can really stay tuned into the breath. Let's just give it a couple more deep breaths. Let's all start to release out nice and easy. And let's all meet up on the back as we start to set up our Shavasana today. Final relaxation, extending out on the mat, just rolling back on your back. Let the feet separate a little bit. Turn the palms facing up as the arms relax out toward the sides a bit, closing the eyes. Letting go of the Ujjayi breath. Embracing a few moments of stillness. Gradually returning awareness to the body, wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, maybe gently roll the head side to side. Reaching the arms overhead, enjoy a nice waking stretch. Then pull the knees in toward the chest one final time, rolling slowly over to the right side. And coming back up to a comfortable seated position on the mat. Bringing both palms together again at the heart. Soften your chin to your chest. Taking another opportunity to check in with the breath. Revisit your intention. And always taking a moment, honoring your efforts and honoring your practice today. You're welcome to join me in chanting one Om as we seal our practice, beginning with a deep breath in, then taking a deep breath out. Inhaling. Namaste.